Alright, so yeah, another episode. I think this is episode 15 at this point. Um, quite unfortunate that we can't post these videos to Discord, we can't post them to Reddit. We really can't post them anywhere other than my own YouTube at this point. So I don't know. But nevertheless, I guess, the show must go on, and for today, we don't have new games on the Discord server, so we'll play, but it really doesn't matter if new games are on Discord servers at this point, because I won't post it onto the Discord, they won't see it. So instead we got this. This is The Adventures of Micah Trekker's Fiasco. Alright, so this is made by Micah Barga Video Games, and we've got a description. So yeah, let's check it out. Press enter to start. There's an interesting font choice. Okay, we got options, maybe bookmark. Not sure what that means. Okay, first of all, maybe you wanna add like a background, like just a black box or something, so that it's easier for me to read the options, like how you do for these words over here, on and off and such. But okay, but what about help? Okay, these maybe we can see if we figure it out by just playing the game. Alright, choose your traveler. Well, this game is called what, Micah, right? So let's try Micah. Alright, so what do I do? Where am I? Okay, I am at the very bottom. As you can see, I am extremely small. Having trouble with the game. Okay, we got cheat codes. Okay, I'm alright. Sure. I think this seems like just a platformer, so I think we can do well. But yeah, I have no idea why did you either make the room this big or make the sprites this small. Alright, let's try to kill some of the rats. There doesn't seem to be ammo, so we can just keep doing it. Oh, we actually do have ammo, I didn't notice. Alright, so we got 56 left. Alright. Excellent. Okay, well that was it. Is there a second level or something? Alright, let's try Wesley this time actually. Oh, we do have a second level. Oh, we chose Micah, it wouldn't let me choose. Alright, we got these washing machine things. I'm not sure what these do. We got a really tall tower of platform over here. That green purple ticket, whatever it is. And the background actually it loops itself, so you see more cactuses up there. That's pretty cute. Maybe some criticism I can give. Very obviously, this in most platforming games you have more platforms. Alright, let's try to play Sarah. Let's try this one. Alright. Oh, she shoots from her behind. Okay. You see this background image of a hill or whatever it is. Usually in most platformer games, what they'll do is that they'll try to implement it into the gameplay, right? They'll turn it into part of the game, and that you can actually climb onto the hill or something. Alright, let's try Wesley for the last one. Press spacebar to see the next dialogue. Okay. Yeah, it's my opposite. Okay. I guess we got a boss fight now, that's pretty cool. Evil clone Jessica. This ought to be good. Which character is talking? I guess that's Jessica, because I see Jessica's little head up there. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get on with it. Evil clone Jessica is right. It's time. Who's that? I guess that's Micah. I'm not afraid of any of you. You want a piece of me? Come and get. Okay, sure. I also shoot backwards. Okay, that's weird. So I guess all she does is just move back and forth. Oh, I guess she also shoots some stuff, I guess. Alright, I think this should be it. Alright, rust buckets. I'm not seeing this. Are we dreaming? Evil clone pinches herself out. No, we're not. Good. I don't have time to deal with Rust. Okay, sure. Sure you do. We'll be back. And is that the last? Is that the last? No, we got more. But what's there to do still? I guess like I saw in the menu like one of our friend got captured or something. I guess we will have to save her. But we got a special coin up there. Let's check out what that is about. It's just like invincibility. Well, to be fair, okay. To be fair, we also move faster, so you know I think it's better that we got this. Alright, let's try Micah again because Micah. Well, let's go with Sarah actually. Sarah moves the fastest. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, once you chose one of them, you can't switch. Okay, for once, I feel like, you know, finally they're starting to do some actual platforming, I guess you could say. Sounds a bit mean, but like, I mean, prior to this, it was just a flat surface where we just like mosaic around and wait until something happened, essentially. Alright, I'll spare this one just for biodiversity's sake at this point. Alright, I'll leave 2 of them so that, you know, they can mate and, you know, repopulate the planet. Alright, we got more stuff. Chris, I don't know who that is. Your journey ends here, Sarah. Yeah, you've traveled far enough. You'll never reach the tractor, haha. Let's not fight you guys. Hey, that's a great idea. Let's start a fight. Okay. I'm in. Same here. Alright. So we're gonna do... Okay, well, to be fair, this guy is like bigger, so... That seems interesting. Oh, shoot. Alright, the rats actually got me there. Alright, let's grab the, you know, 320 ammo over here. And then let's try to do this. Right, we can't shoot them from here. Okay. Okay, we need to start thinking of a plan a little bit. Alright, we need to get it when the, you know, the rats are... Alright, there we go. Perfect. So now we just clean away all the rats and then we start killing this guy. I'm not sure why this Sarah and Wesley shoots from their behind though. That's a bit of an odd game design. Alright, should be done. Alright, there you go. It is... What did they say? I won again. Whoop whoop. Yeah, very exciting. How dare you rub it in our face? Must we remind you that we've already... Sure, they did. Don't even go there. Don't even go there, Buster. It's Michael can do it. I can do it. Oh, if. That's an if. Okay, you should really change the fonts. It's kind of difficult to read. Alright, let's try Sarah. Alright, how many more levels do we have before we're done? Alright, I'll just look at the next level. I won't complete it. Alright, yep, it's the same thing. Okay, alright, we're done. We're done. Alright, what sort of feedback I can give for this game? Okay, so first of all, I wanted to find out 2 things. One, if this is like made by a kid or like, you know, someone who probably is like very young, don't have a lot of experience. And 2, if this is the, you know, one of the first game that they've made. Now, for the second question, no. As you can see, they have made quite a few other games already before. And for the first question, you know, this is made by Micah Video Games, and this is the studio member. So yeah, you can see that's them right there. I'm not like putting out like personal information. It's like directly on the, you know, page of the game. You can very clearly see that's them. If I see a project that's like made by someone very young or like has little to no experience, then, you know, I tend to be more soft. I wouldn't give as harsh of you know, criticisms. But considering they've already made like quite a lot and that's them, then I would measure this by the same metric as like, I don't know, how I measure High Rod Topa or like past games that we already played. Now, I think that game was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the time, the platforming involves just you clicking on the space button, the shoot button to shoot away the rats, and then there's very little like actual platforming challenge to keep you going. What field there were, they were sparse and not often in between. There weren't a lot of things to do essentially. The bosses, they also struggle with like a similar problem. Now, I don't think that the general format of like having a boss move back and forth and like shoot every once in a while and maybe have like one or two obstacles would be exactly problematic. I don't think it's problematic if it's like the first 5 seconds of the boss fight. And I kind of wish that there were more interesting things that could have happened in the boss fights. Different attack patterns. Maybe instead of like shooting just one thing, maybe sometimes it will like stop and then like shoot more things at you, something like that. As for the art and the graphics, I don't want to be mean and just say like, oh, they're bad at art or something. I think it has its charm. It gives off like a sort of maybe deviant art vibe to it, but outside of that, I think just generally you can make the rooms much smaller or increase the sizes of the sprite so that it actually the character takes up more of the screen, because currently the characters are very tiny, very small, and it's somewhat hard to see sometimes. Now, notwithstanding, I don't want to be, like pushing down or like, discouraging people on this channel. This channel is meant to like, help people whom I think don't really have an audience. So what little audience I myself could be, I can be that audience and play your game, etc. So I want to be more constructive. I'm thinking about like maybe you can create a overall like a level design plan before you actually create a channel, create a level, so that you can concentrate more of the fun parts into a level and focus on making your game just more of those things. Now, at the end, I still say this is an impressive thing. I think it's impressive for anybody to make any sort of game in general. So yeah, I'd say just for creating something still and not giving up, good job on that.